for questions after.
Yeah, first of all, I thought CJ Ike threw the ball really well, and we knew coming in it was going to be a challenge. He's got excellent stuff. The breaking ball was outstanding. He was able to throw the changeup, and the fastball's 95, 96. So he was really locked in. I thought that he pitched really well. We had a little bit of momentum early, obviously with Tucker's home run, and we had a 2-0 lead, and we just couldn't hold on to it. And I thought their hitters really did a good job on Emerson, laying off some tough pitches and making him really, really work. And bottom line is they kicked our tail. They got the best of us tonight. That's why it's a double elimination tournament, though. We got an opportunity to come back tomorrow. We'll play Florida Atlantic at noon tomorrow. We'll do everything we can to win that game and try to get another shot at Florida State tomorrow night.
Questions for coach and student athletes?
Well, Emerson, just talk about your start tonight. Like you, coach was saying, they really made you work, really hard to have some success. But just your approach coming in and just kind of what went wrong.
I just felt like they had a really good approach against me. Maybe throw some tough pitches, got me in a couple of counts, so I got kind of behind and had to fight back into the count. But no, they were a really good lineup, they're really good hitters, and they had a really good approach.
Well, Tucker, how do you feel about this team now? Like Coach said, you've got to win here on out to advance. I mean, first step tomorrow at noon. Just how do you feel about your guys' opportunity and chance to do that?
Well, our pitching's built for this. We have the depth throughout the whole team, and all we got to do is come out and play the same game we've been trying to play, not try to do anything too much.
For any of y'all, Randon made some plays there at the end. Was that can you use that as uplifting going into tomorrow?
Yeah, Brandon played his tail off, making 3 diving plays in 1 inning. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So, certainly, the crowd gave him the standing ovation that he deserved. But yeah, made some really good defensive plays and just showed that our guys didn't stop fighting and certainly didn't give up. And he made 3 spectacular plays there.
Has a little look like last year too, with a high hitting club, and you guys have the pitching. How do you combat, if you can get to Florida State tomorrow night, how do you combat their bats?
Well, we'll worry about Florida Atlantic first, and they've got a really good offensive team. Coming in here, they were the team that everyone kind of circled as the offensive team in this tournament. So, Florida Atlantic, we're just going to have to do our best to keep them off balance. We're going to have to play some defense. We're going to have to score some runs. In order, when you get in a loser's bracket, you're going to have to score some runs. So, offensively, we need to have everybody, kind of on their best games to win this thing. But we're going to worry about Florida Atlantic at noon tomorrow, and I hope we get another shot at Florida State.
In a must-win baseball game, is it about staying loose and relaxed, or is it about bearing down and being intense? Which emotional state of mind?
Well, again, when you bear down, so to speak, you grip the bat a little tighter, you grip the ball a little bit tighter, you try a little bit harder, and when you try a little bit harder, sometimes it doesn't work out. So I think you got to stay loose and play the game. That was the message that I gave to the team, is that this team was built for this. We've got the pitching to do it. We're certainly a very talented baseball team that got beat today. And, we can't do anything about it. Now we have to move on, turn the page, get ready to play tomorrow, and beat a very good Florida Atlantic team tomorrow. That's the challenge in front of us.
Speaking of that pitching, how's it looking? What do you?
We haven't made the decision yet. We'll sit down as a staff and make the decision. Either going to be Cole Wilcox or Tim Elliott, and whoever doesn't start game 1, we win that one. The other one will start game 2. But we'll have to make that decision tonight. We'll let those guys know tonight, most likely, who we're going to start.
Scott, how do you get a scouting report on someone like Tim Becker, who'd only had, I think, 35 at-bats before the season, or before this regional, and then has done what he's done?
Well, we watched the video on him just from the last 3 games that he started, no home runs before he walked into Athens, and he's got 3. So he's really, really swinging a confident bat right now, feeling like he's going to hit every single pitch. He had in both games he's played, he's had a lot of really good at-bats. Hasn't given one. I think he rolled over a ground ball in game 1 against Florida Atlantic, but that's really the only at-bat that I didn't think he had a good one. So other than that, he's been really good, and hitting in the 9-hole, that's a challenge, having a guy like that to have to get out that's swinging a really hot bat.
Tucker, tell me about the double play you had there in the 3rd inning. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that.
I was just trying to catch the ball, and then he happened to keep going. I don't think he thought I could catch it. I didn't know if I could catch it. I just happened to run into the ball and catch it.
Emerson, on that, you were the one that cut that off. What what was going through your mind there to get in that position to make that play?
Well, I saw the runner and he kind of went past second, and I knew Max caught it, and he kind of turned and fired it in. It looked like it was going to go over LJ's head, so I was like, I'm going to try to run and catch this, see if I can double the scalp at first, but, and, I was just reacting to it.
Coach, obviously it's an elimination situation. Is this, do you play desperate in a situation like that, or is it important not to play desperate?
I think it's important not to play desperate. We've got a really good ball club with a lot of experience, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna play our best, and the way that we've played our best is to be loose. And when you play loose, I think you play at your best. So certainly gonna be focused and intense about our preparation, but when we get out there, you just gotta play the game. So we're gonna see a good pitcher. I'm sure they're gonna throw rough against us. He's got a good arm, and you could argue he's their best guy. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us, but we're gonna have to score some runs tomorrow and play a really good baseball game to beat Florida Atlantic.